What's going on, YouTube? It's No Chains coming to you live from PC Plaza, and I'm here with another commentary. We are back for another episode of my Philadelphia Eagles franchise here in Madden 16. We are finally into week 10 of the season, where we will be facing off against the Miami Dolphins, who come into this game with a record of 2-6, which is completely opposite of ours, as we come into the matchup at home as a 6-2 football team. And we played pretty well and really weathered some storms to be playing at such a high level. We've dealt with a few significant injuries, one of them to Darren Sproles. He has a fractured shoulder blade and will not return for the remainder of the season. But probably the most significant injury we've dealt with was the one to Sam Bradford, who went out for 5 weeks. RG3 came in and got wins in each one of those games, which is where the Eagles have started their win streak that they're on right now. Last week, you guys saw they got a victory versus the Dallas Cowboys team, who was playing at a very high level. That was a really hard-hitting, hard-fought game for this team. But in the end, we were able to come out on top by a 1-point margin, and that put us in first place for the NFC East. And in this game versus the Miami Dolphins, we'll be looking to extend our winning streak to 6 games, as we are on a 5-game winning streak coming into this game. And this is a game that the Eagles should win. This is a 2-6 football team. Quarterback Ryan Tannehill not playing terribly, but not playing well, but playing terribly on that play as he overthrows his receiver, and it is intercepted by Byron Maxwell to get things started here at Lincoln Financial for the Philadelphia Eagles. And Byron Maxwell has been the weakest link of this defense, but making a play here early, maybe he's going to turn his season around here in week 10. We'll definitely have to wait and see how he performs versus Jarvis Landry. You guys know he can be an explosive wide receiver. And with the first possession of the game, the Philadelphia Eagles will hand it off to DeMarco Murray. He gets stopped, and Sam Bradford will throw an interception a play later. And this is not how we wanted things to start out offensively. We wanted to get into a groove and definitely put some sort of points up on the board with our first possession to put our foot on the throats of this team, or at least apply some pressure, because we're the much better team. Our record says it. The way our players are playing does not show that today so far. Sam Bradford turning it over early. Sloppy play by both quarterbacks so far. Our defense is coming out and trying to give our offense another chance, and on 3rd down and 11, we will get the stop. Jalen Watkins makes yet another play on 3rd down and brings down Miller for a loss on that play, and they will need to punt, and their punter is able to pin us within the 5-yard line all the way down to the 2-yard line, and that definitely makes things tougher for this offense. We were able to gain 7 yards, and then we're going to Zach Ertz, but he will drop the football, and we will need to punt again, and the Miami Dolphins offense has yet another chance to get on the board. First down and 10. Tannehill is going to scramble and pick up about 11 yards. A flag is down. However, that's going to be on the defense. This time it's Byron Maxwell who gets caught holding on that play, but they're actually going to decline it and let that 11-yard scamper by Ryan Tannehill stand. But later they are still facing 3rd down and 12 all day for Tannehill. He's going to find Stills on the right side for a nice gain, and they are inside the 40-yard line now. Malcolm Jenkins bringing him down after that gain. 1st down and 10, they're dumping it off to Lamar Miller, who has daylight, picking up about 17 or so yards. Great job by the back, Lamar Miller, turning that check down into about 20 yards. 1st down and 10, they're going to hand it off to Lamar Miller again, who breaks a tackle in the backfield, hurdles another defender on his way to a touchdown for the Miami Dolphins. A nice rush by Lamar Miller that time, taking the contact, eluding the tackle, and then hurdling at the end of that run to put the icing on the cake, or the punctuation mark on the sentence. And 6 points for his Miami Dolphins is what he earns there. And a great play, like I said, by the Dolphins. Our defense got there in the backfield, had about 3 defenders back there, but could not wrap him up. And this team is usually disciplined when it comes to tackling, but not on that play. We are down by a touchdown in this game. Now our offense is back on the field, trying to gain some rhythm and momentum and get on the board as a response to their touchdown drive. Sam Bradford is trying to make that happen, but will overthrow Zach Ertz and he will go down on the play. He is injured. Stay tuned for more information about the injury, but Sam Bradford goes down yet again, and RG3 gets another chance here on the read option, but he will be brought down for a loss. But Sam Bradford is going to have an abdominal tear and will miss another 5 weeks. Last time he went out with a broken rib. This time it's an abdominal tear. This guy is really fragile, so RG3 gets another chance to come in and prove his worth and prove that he can be a starting quarterback in the National Football League. But we're going to hand it off to DeMarco Murray for about a gain of 7 that time, and we're going to need to get back to the task at hand, which is finishing off these Miami Dolphins and getting back into this game as we are down by 7, but RG3 and company are moving the football. 2nd down and 10, we're dumping this one off to Jordan Matthews. He picks up a few yards there and makes it a 3rd down and 5 situation for this offense. RG3 is back to pass, rushing, gonna scramble and pick up the 1st down and about 8 yards that time, and we have a new set of downs. We're gonna hand it off on 1st down to DeMarco Murray, who picks up about 9 yards that time. 1st down and goal. Griffin is back to pass and under pressure and will be brought down by Coleman for the sack. 3rd down and goal. Pump faking to the screen as RG3 rolling out to the right side, throws one up for grabs in the end zone, and it is almost hauled in by Riley Cooper, but we would settle for a Cody Parkey field goal. And there's Lamar Miller taking a big hit from our safety Malcolm Jenkins, and that'll make him think twice when he's running into the secondary. But on 3rd down and 3, they're going pass play to Kenny Stills, and he's going to pick up a nice chunk of yards and move the chains for the Dolphins as they are trying to put this lead back at 7 points or more, as Lamar Miller gets upended by our other safety, Chris Maragos, and he's getting to know these safeties really well this game. 2nd down and 10. Tannehill is back to pass with a nice pocket. Gonna fire this one in to Jarvis Landry, and we talked about how Byron Maxwell will have his hands full for the rest of this game. 1st down and 10 again. Tannehill will be brought down for a sack. This time it's Benny Logan bringing down the quarterback for a loss of 2. And later on 3rd down and 12, after an incomplete pass, Tannehill back in the pocket, going to fire one over to Greg Jennings. I almost forgot who that was. I forgot he was playing in the league, but he comes down with that one. And it's not enough for the 1st down, so they settle for a field goal attempt, and it will be no good. And the Eagles have the ball back with a chance to take the lead. However, they were not able to do that, so we're going to go into halftime with a score of 7-3. It's been an eventful first half. Our quarterback went down, and we haven't been able to score, and we're losing to a 2-6 football team. So you can bet that Chip Kelly will change the game plan at half and have his team coming out singing a different song and then actually take control of this game as they are expected to and should be doing. So 1st down and 10. We're going to get an interception by Malcolm Jenkins flying through the air, coming down with the interception as Ryan Tannehill was firing this one over to the left side. And look at the ball hawk, Malcolm safety, go up in the air and make sure the receiver was not coming down with it. And not only that, he came down with the interception. Great play by our defensive captain there. And out comes RG3. He hasn't played terribly, but hasn't really had a chance to shine because he's been constantly under pressure, been sacked and hit constantly. So we have to do a better job of protecting him, or else we'll be dealing with 2 quarterback injuries in 1 week. And this defensive line doing a great job wreaking havoc. And there's a risky pass to Zach Ertz by Robert Griffin III. A hurdle and a fumble and a recovery, all by Zach Ertz there, catching the ball, hurdling, and recovering his own fumble there. And RG3 is nearly intercepted on the ensuing 3rd down, and Cody Parkey will miss the field goal attempt from the 29-yard line, and it was wide left. So the Eagles unable to turn the defensive play into any points, and they give the ball right back to the Miami Dolphins. Our defense comes right back onto the field, maybe a little bit tired, and that may begin to show as Ryan Tannehill will fumble the football after picking up about 10 yards on the quarterback read option. And guess who forced that fumble? That would be none other than safety Malcolm Jenkins. What a great showing he's putting on in this game. Ryan Tannehill, trying to juke and break tackles, was able to elude one tackle tackle, but there was no way he was escaping the arms of Malcolm Jenkins, and he was able to force that fumble. Let's see if we can actually put some points on the board. RG3 fires a bullet over the middle to Jordan Matthews. RG3 back to pass again. Gonna fire one into Riley Cooper, who picks up a nice chunk of yards, and we're inside the 20. And 3rd down and 7, play action to DeMarco Murray, and he will be brought down for a sack by Cameron Wake. And once again, the harassment on our quarterback position continues as this defensive line is wreaking all sorts of havoc. But Cody Parkey actually makes this field goal after that sack, and we are now only trailing by 1 point. We have to score touchdowns. We have yet to score one in this game. Our offense is definitely struggling. Our defense is picking it up here. 3rd down and 12. They're going deep to Matthews, and he will go up over Malcolm Jenkins, and they are nearly inside of Eagles territory now. Ryan Tannehill back to pass, going to fire another one into Kenny Stills, who takes a huge hit from Malcolm Jenkins, and he is playing with a vengeance today. 3rd down and 10, crucial stop needed for the Eagles, and Michael Kendricks will make sure they get it as he brings down Ryan Tannehill for the sack, and that's a huge loss and pushes them back to the 39-yard line, and definitely makes a difference as they will miss after the field goal attempt. Their lead will remain at 1, but on the ensuing possession for the Eagles, RG3 turns it over for the first time today since coming in for the injured Sam Bradford, and that is not what we needed. The momentum goes right back to the Miami Dolphins, and on 1st down and 17 after a holding call, we're going to bring them down for a loss of 1. 2nd down and 18, Ryan Tannehill scrambling, could have been brought down and will slide after a gain of 17. 3rd down and 1, they're going to hand it off to Lamar Miller, and he is surrounded by Eagles and will be brought down for a loss of 2 yards, and this defense continues its stout performance. Now on the offensive side of the ball, following the punt, can the Eagles finally put together a touchdown drive? 2nd down and 8, RG3 is back to pass, and he will fumble the football, and it will be returned by defensive tackle Earl Mitchell, and the fumble was forced by Ndamukong Suh. So both of the Dolphin defensive tackles making big plays, one getting the sack, the other returning it for a touchdown, and now their lead is up to 8 points, and the Eagles have got to get something going. RG3 has got to rebound from his back-to-back turnovers. 3rd down and 5, he fires this one into Brent Selleck, coming in for the injured Zach Ertz. And we are now inside the red zone officially. 1st down and 10. We are going screen pass to Christine Michael with a burst of speed to the outside and scoring a touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we have a chance to tie this game up if we can get the 2-point conversion. And you guys know RG3 and Christine Michael have been a lethal tandem when they are on the field together, and they prove it once again and make things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter. What a way to rebound by this offense to get some momentum after giving up the defensive touchdown prior. And with the 2-point conversion, we will convert it. Brent Selleck coming in clutch, the next man up, and making some big plays for this offense. 1st down and 10 for the Dolphins. They have 6 minutes to score something here, and Chris Maragos will get his tackle broken by Lamar Miller, and he will finally be brought down after a gain of 9. Play action, Ryan Tannehill going deep, and that is almost intercepted by Byron Maxwell. He could have gotten his 2nd of the day, but instead it was Jarvis Landry coming down with the pass, getting his team down to the 45-yard line. And there's Connor Barwin. He hasn't made too much of a difference in this game, but brings down Miller for a loss. 3rd down and 11, and Ryan Tannehill will overthrow his receiver, and the Eagles will get the ball back after the punt with a chance to take the lead in this game with just over 3 minutes left. Their work is cut out for them. 2nd down and 3, RG3 is rolling out to the left side, has 2 men wide open, fires this one in to Jordan Matthews, and they are down at midfield. 1st down and 10. They are a few yards away from field goal range, so let's see how we can manage the clock and put some points on the board. And we pick up a 1st down, And we are at the, let's see what yard line that is. We're at the 40 right now. First down and 10 with a minute left. We're going to Christine Michael, shrugs off a tackle and picks up about 5 that time. Third down and 3. Christine Michael will be stopped and will not be able to pick up the first down. So with 49 seconds, we're going to try for a Cody Parkey field goal for the lead. Things are definitely heating up. Cody Parkey, the kick is up and it is way wide right. And Cody Parkey shanks the possible game-winning field goal, and his teammates are looking at him with shame. He could have just cost the Eagles the game. This is a tight one. Let's see if the defense can make a stand. The Miami Dolphins are out of timeouts. First down and 10 from the 39. They're going to Jordan Cameron. That's a gain of about 10 there. First down and 10. Fletcher Cox gets to the quarterback, and that pass is incomplete. 19 seconds. Third down and 10. Tannehill under center, rolling out, and will be brought down, and he will fumble the football. Fletcher Cox with the sack fumble recovery by Cedric Thornton. No one in front of him, and he will walk into the end zone for the touchdown. The defense comes up huge once again. With 8 seconds left, the Eagles lead by 6. The defense has really outperformed themselves in this one. They go out. Not only do they get the stop, they score the touchdown and seal the victory for the Eagles, barring a miracle Hail Mary on the ensuing 8-second drive. They actually have no time on the clock after a penalty. They're going all the way deep, and it doesn't look like it'll make the distance, but it will fall incomplete, and the miracle victory for the Philadelphia Eagles is now in the books, and they move to 7-2 on the season, and RG3 remains undefeated as a starter when filling in for Sam Bradford, and the defense has really helped him out with that. The run game, Christine Michael, man, he has such a great supporting cast on offense, I think, but the defense really they all get game balls after this one. Everybody performed well. Even Byron Maxwell pitched in with an interception, and when that happens, you know it's going to be a good defensive showing. But on the offensive side of the ball, RG3 had 2 turnovers, did throw that 1 screen pass touchdown. Definitely not an adequate performance for my quarterback, so I definitely want to see that improve. DeMarco Murray with 54 yards on the ground. Not terrible, but definitely not where we need it to be. And then Jordan Matthews, of course, pitching in where he could. 59 yards, 6 receptions. Zach Ertz, 3 receptions and 73 yards. Actually went down in this game as well. Overall, I'm just really disappointed with the offensive showing this game. I may shake things up with a change on the depth chart as far as the running back position, so stay tuned for that as well. You can expect for Christine Michael to go up. But moving on to the defense, Malcolm Jenkins really outdid himself today and really led this defense along with Fletcher Cox. So both of our defensive captains went out there and did a great job of leading this defense to the stout performance it had and ultimately won the game for the Eagles. But after last week's performance, you can expect this coming. Everybody saw this. Cody Parkey is finally going to be released, and we will be replacing him with Sean Sweesom, one of the best kickers on the market right now. So I went ahead and got him. We'll try him out, and if things go well, you can expect to see him in an Eagles jersey next year. But Cody Parkey, he had some issues in the beginning of the season kicking with his field goal percentage, and then got it together for a few weeks during our win streak. However, last week, that was my breaking point. I thought that was pretty much unforgivable how he shanked those two. But we'll see how things go with Sweesom. So I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys then. Later.